Hi everyone, welcome back to Rochester in Focus. With its vibrant cultural offerings and widespread celebration of the arts, Rochester has been home to many great authors and artists, and one of them is here with me today. Diane Rivoli is an author and a poet, and she's here with us to talk a bit about her work. Thanks for being here today, Diane.
Thank you, Emily.
Now, you have 2 self-published novels and a collection of poetry.
That's correct.
How did you get your start as an author and a poet?
Well, I've been writing all my life. It all started in the 2nd grade when my teacher gave the assignment to write a short story. And I was already an avid reader, even in the 2nd grade, but you know, here she's telling us to write a story, and I'm like, oh my God. I remember thinking it was going to be so hard, but instead it was fun. And I got an A on my paper, which made it even more fun. And I've been writing stories and poems ever since.
And where do you get some of your inspiration for your characters and for your stories?
Well, it's a really interesting story. License is my first book, and the inspiration for that came while I was driving to work in a snowstorm. It was a very bad snowstorm, and the cars were just crawling along, and the car in front of me had the letters A-R-Z on its license plate. And for some reason, you know, they just popped into the word Arizona in my head. And then other letters on other license plates around me also popped into words, like DXE became Dixie, ANK became ankle. So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun to make a list of all the words that popped into my head from the letters on license plates and try to write a short story with them? So that's what I did, but once I started, I couldn't stop. And instead of writing just a short story, I wrote a whole book.
Wonderful. And what do you hope people take away from your work?
The sense that they've been moved to laughter, to tears, to anger, to a greater understanding of others, because life is fragile. Any moment, the moment can change, and I want them to realize that they should live their life to their fullest and never pass up an opportunity to tell someone you love them.
Great message. And you know, writers, a lot of times they're working along and then they get writer's block and they're not sure what to do next. What do you do whenever you encounter writer's block?
Well, I kind of just sit and wait, and eventually it comes to you. Sometimes I think maybe I'm thinking about it while I'm sleeping, or maybe it's a dream, because all of a sudden I'll wake up and there's something and I write it down.
There you go. And now I understand that you brought a selection of your work with you today.
I did.
Would you like to share that with us?
I would. It's in my poetry book. Every moment is a poem, every poem is song. And the poem is called My Rochester, My Home. I've lived in Rochester all my life. So many memories. Starry night skies and crickets singing their starry night songs. Juicy pink watermelon picnics with golden toasty marshmallows hot and gooey on the end of a stick. Huge piles of crunchy brown leaves burning at the curb. Frozen icy ponds and frozen icy toes. Racing my daddy down the street. Who thought he'd win? Riding the bus to work in my green waitress dress. White apron tight around my waist. Off to the Sibley luncheonette. Kissing that brown-eyed boy in the high school halls, my heart going pitter-pat. And going pitter-pat as I walk down the aisle, white dress flowing to meet him. Long city walks with the kids in the stroller, and searching for our lost cat. Jack-o'-lantern, where are you? As I live and breathe, as I dance and sing, as I laugh and cry, as I love and am loved, this is my Rochester, this is my home.
Beautiful, beautiful thoughts on our city here, Rochester.
Thank you.
Once again, Diane Rivoli, she's a local author of fiction and poetry. She has 2 novels out now called License and Push and Pull, as well as a collection of poetry called Every Moment is a Poem, Every Poem a Song. Her books are available online at Amazon.com or locally at Liftbridge Books in Brockport, Simply New York on Culver Road, or at the Heart of Hilton gift shop. Diane will have a book signing at the Heart of Hilton gift shop during the Hilton Apple Festival on Sunday, October 6th, starting at noon. Thank you so much for coming in today, Diane.
Oh, thank you for having me, Emily. It was a pleasure.
Of course.